Hi, I'm Brian.
Hi, I'm Brenda.
And this is our story. I grew up in Peoria, Illinois. I only had one brother. He was a year older than I was. My church background, we went to church when I was little, probably an infant all the way up to 8, 9 years old. And my parents went through a divorce, and after that we didn't really go to church much anymore. My brother and I grew up, basically our dad took care of us. My mom really wasn't in the picture all that much.
And I grew up there's 5 of us and 5 kids in our family. And my dad was an evangelist when my mother met him. And so he always made sure that we went to church. He stopped preaching to become a contractor. So it changed the dynamic of the home, but he still made sure that the children went to church, even though he stopped going to church. And we grew up basically Nazarene, and it was a very stoic and strict church, and it was very proper. It wasn't much fun. And as I grew older, I tried different types of churches, and then eventually in my 20s just wandered away from the church altogether, but always kept my faith.
Late this last February, I lost my father, and Brenda and I flew back to Peoria for the funeral. And when we were sitting in the funeral, she turned to me and said, "You know, I've been wanting to get back to church for a while, and if something should happen to either one of us, we don't even have a church that would perform a service for us." So we both got it in the back of our mind that we really wanted to get back into church. And when we got back from the funeral a couple weeks later, a flyer showed up on our door from Hillside Church, and it had this googly-eyed guy on there. And it was Easter Sunday, and we thought, what a better time to go back to church than Easter Sunday. So we stuck the flyer on our bedroom door, and every morning when we left, we had to look at that googly-eyed guy.
And that reminded us
what
we were going to do, where we're going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we went on Easter Sunday, and we just absolutely loved the service. We loved the music. We loved everything about it. And so we just kept going back.
After church, we feel very united as a family. And now we've created this routine to go to Venasho's coffee afterwards. And, the kids get their decaf frappes, and it's just become something that we share as a family, something special.
A time for family.
Yeah, that I don't think we really had that. I think that's a key word, is just comfortable.
It used to be that going to church is like this, Sunday morning, it's this chore you got to do, and now we wake up and we can't wait, for next Sunday service.